Hello and welcome to another episode of Clark and Addison, Born into the Ivy. We are your hosts, David and Eli, back again to discuss the wild card winning series against the San Diego Padres. An incredibly close series that came down to an deciding game three that Eli attended. The Cubs jumped out early in the game,
Just as I predicted.
and although there was some drama in the ninth, the Cubbies held on to win and move on to the NLDS against the rival Milwaukee Brewers. Eli, how was the energy inside Wrigley Field?
Oh my gosh, it was insane. Like your eardrums would rattle. That's how loud that place was. And honestly, it was probably the best feeling I've ever felt in my entire life. Sorry, not trying to brag, but it was like kids when they go to Disney World, man. It was insane. Best experience of my life.
That's awesome. That's awesome. What are you
It
sorry
was
for?
very fun.
It's okay to brag
Hey,
about that.
you weren't able to go.
Oh,
No.
hey, listen. If I couldn't go, I thought it was absolutely awesome that you and your brother were able to go. I was so happy about that.
Did you at least see us on TV
I
up
did
there?
not.
Or
I
it
did
looked
not.
like
But I
little
was
ants.
trying to
I
look.
found myself.
I was trying to
I
look.
was really tiny into cameras.
I had told Paisley to look, and she did for the first inning, and then she gave up. So the Cubs have moved on. Absolutely amazing. First series win, postseason series win the Cubs have had since 2017. Freaking awesome. Remember, the best way to help grow the podcast is to listen to every episode, like the episode, share the episode with your friends, and if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe so that you never miss an episode. Join our Facebook group at Clark and Addison Born into the Ivy, and follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Clark and Addison Born into the Ivy. The Wild Card Series, the Cubs and Padres were very evenly matched. I think that the series, the regular season series and the postseason series showed that. The Cubs won the postseason series, the Wild Card Series 2-1, and outscored the Padres 6-5. In the regular season, both teams went 3-3, and each team scored 25 runs apiece. I think that's remarkably close. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Crazy about that.
Yeah.
Pitching was amazing throughout the series for both teams. The Padres struck out the Cubs 35 times in this series, with some of the most insane velocity I've ever seen. I mean, Mason Miller, was not on the
Mason
team
Miller.
when they faced the Cubs back in April. Back in April, that dude's just stupid, man. In game two, he struck out 8 batters by himself. He
Yeah, in the
faced
first game, he
9.
struck out the side.
He faced 9 and struck
Hmm.
out 8. And the other one he hit. That's crazy.
Imagine getting hit by a pitch from that dude. 104 mile an hour right to the rib cage.
He threw 104.5.
That sends you to heaven.
I mean, if you hit it right, yeah, probably would. No doubt. That dude is absolutely amazing. And he wasn't just like throwing it down the middle, see if you could see it and hit it. He's painting it.
Yeah. He's
Oh,
accurate. Dude's
woo!
so accurate.
No wonder the Padres gave up their number one prospect for this kid.
Yeah. Hmm.
He is filthy. Absolutely filthy. But he wasn't it. I'm not sure I've ever seen a bullpen better than what the Padres had this season, especially in this series. The 3 relievers in game 2, Morahan, Miller, and Suarez, averaged 100 miles per hour on fastballs. Averaged. And I think Dylan Cease was involved in that actually too. An average. The lowest was 96.
What was what what was their team ERA? Were they I know they're top 5.
So overall for the season, they had a 3.54 team ERA, number tied for second with the Milwaukee Brewers. The only reason I know that right off the top of my head like that wasn't set up, folks. The only reason I know that is because I had done
Hmm.
the research for the preview for the NLDS.
Oh yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
So yeah, it's possible. I but I feel like the Cubs hit pretty well against the Brewers, honestly, especially against that punk
So
Mizorowski.
it's different. Like the way the Padres have done it versus the way the Brewers have done it is very different. The
Hmm.
Brewers starting rotation is much better than San Diego's, but their bullpen is not as good. They still have a good bullpen. Don't get me wrong. That Abner
Right.
Uribe, man, that kid can pitch too, and he's got some velocity himself. And he had like a
Yeah, he does.
1.91 ERA. His ERA was even better than those three that we just talked about. So, but I don't know that he's quite as tenacious. You know what I mean? The
Hmm.
the Cubs pitching though was amazing as well. Tyone and Boyd did exactly what they were asked to do. So did Daniel Palencia, Caleb Thielbar, and Drew Pomeranz. Both Kittredge and Brad Keller had some bumps, but also flashes of brilliance. And their bumps were caused by Craig Counsell, in my opinion, asking them to do something that they had not done all season. Brad Keller had not thrown as many pitches as he did last night. He hadn't been asked to,
God, was I
and so
so
we're going to ask
mad.
him to in the most important part, like game of the season. That's crazy to me. I get that Morahan, Miller, and Suarez probably did the same things yesterday and the day before,
Hmm.
but I mean, when they run into trouble, they run into trouble and stop it. And then Andrew Kittredge, how did you feel about the opener on Wednesday with Kittredge?
I thought that was one of the dumbest things that I've seen in my life, and I'm not
Especially
even
choosing
trying to
him,
make a
right?
joke out of this.
Especially choosing
Yeah,
him.
I mean, hmm I mean, I could see it happening with like Soroka,
Soroka would have made sense.
but
Aaron Savali would have made sense. Colin Ray would have made sense.
mhm,
If you were that adamant
but
about wanting an opener so that Shota didn't face that righty those pockets, I get that. I don't get why Kittredge was the guy we used there when we could have used him later on. And in a spot where he was more used to being in, I just felt like he seemed uncomfortable in that spot, in that starting a game. And you can understand why he would have.
right,
Aaron Savali wouldn't have
hmm
felt uncomfortable
that's
there.
a lot of pressure.
Colin Ray would not have felt uncomfortable there.
Hmm.
Mike Soroka would not have felt uncomfortable there. And they're all, I think you can make a strong case for all three of them as to why they could have done, and should have been that guy instead of Andrew Kittredge. I'm sure that they asked Kittredge, hey man, what do you think about this? Is he going to say no at that point? Of course he's
Yeah,
not.
right, right.
But that's like the manager needs
I
to know
love
that.
that guy.
The GM needs to know that. I love Andrew Kittredge.
Yeah,
I hope they re-sign that guy. No matter what else happens.
best pickup. He's the best pickup by far.
And I'm like you, Taylor
By
Rogers.
far.
He pitched really well on Tuesday or Wednesday.
Hmm.
Shota didn't
I,
pitch bad in game 2,
no,
but I guess
I mean,
I get why he pitched or they left him in. I don't understand why we didn't just walk Machado.
yeah.
Just walk him
Especially since how
and
well
go
he
to
hits
Jackson
against the
Merrill.
lefties.
Shota had owned
Mm.
Jackson Merrill. You
Do
know what I
what?
mean? Shota had pitched well against Jackson Merrill.
Oh yeah,
So I don't understand why we didn't just move
yeah.
on to Jackson Merrill with Shota and just try and get out of that inning. Now, I'll say this too. That was horrible ball placement on that splitter. The splitter didn't split.
Like we talked about time and time again. Yeah, the splitters sometimes just don't split, and then it's just
Yeah.
like
And
the
when you
worst
leave a
changeup you've
meatball
ever
out there
seen.
for Manny Machado, he's going to do exactly what he did
Uh-huh.
every freaking time.
Gosh, I don't like that guy.
I can't
I
stand
do not
Manny
like that
Machado.
guy. I like Fernando Tatis more than I like Manny
I
Machado.
don't like either of those guys, and I don't like Xander Bogaerts either.
No, me neither.
I like Bogarts more than I do the other two.
Yes.
But Bogarts, speaking of Xander Bogarts, he went off a little bit. And we'll, did
Hmm.
you see the video? Did I send that to you? Of the Padres when the umpires were
I
coming
don't
off the
know.
field at the end of the game last night?
Oh, yes.
I thought I
They're
sent
about
it
to
to you and your
jump him or
brother.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Xander
Yeah.
was like what the leader of that. I
Here's the thing, man. Both ways. The calls were terrible both ways. I mean, we all know Nico was safe.
right.
Let's be real. Nico was safe.
So
Like,
I thought Pete was, but I get why they didn't change it. But
yeah,
Nico was
I
safe.
get why Nico was safe. You should have heard the stadium. You should have heard everybody in there.
Oh, I could hear it through the TV, but I bet it was even better and cooler to hear that noise
Oh
like
my
that.
gosh.
And yeah,
I've never wanted to run down on the field so bad in my life.
I'm glad you didn't. I would have had to come bail you out, and your mom would have
Yeah.
called me yelling at me.
You know what? It'd be worth it. I would have been okay with going to Wrigley Field jail. At least I got to say like I ran on Wrigley and did something Craig Counsell would never do, get ejected. So that man's too scared of getting ejected. So what, dude? You make terrible calls 99% of the time anyways.
he's I mean, like he's a lot like Tucker, man.
Man.
You know what I mean? He's a lot like Tucker, just very even keeled,
Yeah.
and it drives me crazy at times. But I appreciate it at times too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's crazy, but
I just think he needs to fight for the team a little bit more than what he does.
I don't disagree. I don't disagree.
Like the Yankees coach,
Aaron
Boone.
Boone?
What's his name?
Aaron Boone.
Yankees manager. That dude cares about his team a lot. Like I swear, I see videos of him every day getting ejected.
I do think the council cares
Ev-
about the Cubs, about his players.
Right.
I do think that, but
Mhm.
I don't disagree. I would like to see a whole lot more fire coming from it. You know what I mean? I'd like to see more fire out of him.
Yeah.
Carson Kelly, man, he had himself a nice series, didn't he? He had a 1250 OPS.
Yeah, he did.
Michael Busch, a 1200 OPS. Seiya Suzuki, 1000. Nico had a 364 average. Led the team to the series offensively, all four of those guys. PCA ended up with a 300 average after going 3 for 4 in Game 3. Struggled mightily in the first two games, but made some major adjustments. Cubs looked especially bad in Game 2, as only Horner, Suzuki, and kind of Michael Busch looked to have actual competitive at-bats in that game. The rest of them didn't look like they knew what the hell they were doing. You know what I mean?
Oh my
Tucker had a
gosh.
nice
I really
last
wanted to
at-bat.
see a Matt Shaw hit.
Matt
Uh-huh.
Shaw has really struggled in the postseason.
Yeah. It's obviously it's new for him, but he's nervous.
Yeah,
He's
agreed.
nervous. Very nervous. I see him taking deep breaths every pitch.
I think Shaw is the only one who struggled more than Ian Happ. Ian
Right.
Happ was the second, and Ian Happ was a 3-hitter. It's just like, and he didn't
Mhm.
even look like he was going through a good process. He just looked like he was completely lost. Ian,
Yeah.
and I hated that for him.
I think Suzuki
also
should have been in the 3-hole.
I agree.
Seiya should have been in the 3-hole. Yeah, that's just what should have happened.
Manny Machado had the big 2-run homer in Game 2 off of Shota, but otherwise he didn't do anything outside of that. Didn't do much
Yeah.
more damage. Tatis really struggled in the series, especially in Game 3. Jackson Merrill had a heck of a series. Xander Bogaerts and Freddie Fermin also led the offense for San Diego, all hitting over 300 in the series. Merrill had an OPS of 1,253. That kid is going to be really good for a long time. He's only 22 years old, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I was chirping at him all game, but I don't think he
Nice.
could hear me. I was too far back. I tried my best.
Did you get beer spilled on you too? Peyton said he got beer spilled on him.
Oh my god. Beer shower. Budweiser shower. It was everywhere.
Did you enjoy the bleachers?
They tried doing like, oh yeah, besides like my rear hurting and my back, but other than that, it was
Fair.
awesome. The view was incredible.
I don't think your brother enjoyed the bleachers much.
Oh my gosh, you should have seen him going down the stairs.
It probably would have been like me.
He was so nervous. He was so nervous. He was going down the stairs. Oh, it's just, and then his feet start going a little bit faster, and I thought he was gonna roll. I thought he was gonna tumble down them stairs.
That's me. That's me. I feel it for him.
I never laughed so hard in my life.
You're as bad as your dad. Your dad would be laughing at me.
And well, he was fine. It was fine when he came back up. He had a hot dog in his hand. He was good with the hot dog.
Yeah, I wouldn't be fine going back up either. That's hilarious. The preview, NLDS preview with the Milwaukee Brewers. In their last 10, they went 4-6. I was a little surprised when I saw that. Finished the season 97-65. They lost 2 of 3 in each of their last 3 series to close out the season against the St. Louis Cardinals, San Diego Padres, and Cincinnati Reds. The latter two needing to get wins to get into the playoffs or try to improve their seeding. I'm not sure if you can really make anything out of that, though. Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that they were like?
No.
I mean, I'm not trying to say that they were mailing it in, because I don't necessarily think that that's the case. But I don't know that they were necessarily trying all their damnedest either. Make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because I mean, they want to rest their players too. They got some extra rest for their players. They helped set up the rotation the way they wanted it and appropriately to get ready for the NLDS and be the top seed in the playoffs in the NL. They finished the year 52-29 at home. That's really pretty good. And went 3-3 in Milwaukee against the Cubs. Overall, the Cubs won the season series 7-6, outscoring the Brewers 60-56 overall. Again, we are very evenly matched with these guys. I think this is the best matchup that we could have of the other remaining teams. I think we match up better with the Brewers than the Dodgers and the Phillies, although I don't think that we're too far off from the Dodgers either. The Phillies, that kind of scare me, man.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying I don't respect
really
the
hope
Brewers and what they can do.
But I feel
very
like
much do.
Here's the thing. I feel like when the Dodgers get hot, they're just the most dangerous team in the league.
See,
and the Dodgers are hot.
I think
right
the
now.
Phillies are the most dangerous team.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's hard.
I really don't.
But we also played the hot Dodgers. We played the hot Dodgers, and you know we did what? Yeah.
I hate the Dodgers, but I hate the Brewers more.
So do I. Oh yeah, least favorite team in the league is for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
So we don't know all the expected starters. The only game that either team has announced the starting pitcher for is tomorrow. Matthew Boyd will get the ball on short rest against Freddie Peralta on extra rest. So
I hate Freddie Peralta, man. I hate him.
But the Cubs got to him once this year. He has historically pitched very well against us, though. How do we feel about tomorrow's game?
I feel like it can really go both ways. But I don't want to say the Brewers will win because that's just a terrible thing to say, but I think that unless Matthew Boyd really figures it out and goes in strong with a lot of confidence and paints the corners, I think we'll be just fine. I mean, Matthew Boyd has played pretty good against the Brewers. So, hopefully, he stays hot against the Brewers.
You know who else has pitched
That's
well
all.
against the Brewers? This is some outside the box
Colin
thinking,
Ray?
and you're not going to like what I'm about to say. So, riddle me this. I think Colin Ray should start game 2 so that Shota can get a little extra rest and J-Mo can be on good normal rest too, and maybe even an extra day for games 3 and 4. If that happens, Matthew Boyd on short rest probably is going to need somebody else to come in and possibly in some bulk time, and or they're just going to do what they kind of did the first game, knowing that they have Sunday off, where they kind of bring Palencia in early. He gets a little more than an inning, and so on and so forth. Or so they can reset the roster a little bit how they want of people that are on the 40-man for the NLDS post or playoff roster, right? Ben Brown has insanely good career numbers against the Milwaukee Brewers.
Oh, no. No. You're right. I hate this. Bad idea. Don't even think about it. I don't care. I don't care what he's done to the Brewers. He's not going to do it again.
How do you know?
No. Don't trust the guy when I don't trust the guy.
I do. Against the Brewers,
Not one bit.
I don't think it's going to happen.
What's his ERA against the Brewers?
I don't know if I can find that, but let me try to. I don't know that it. I really don't think it's going to happen. Ben Brown.
Good. It'll keep my stress level low.
Ben Brown. Oh, it's loading. What do you think about my rotation idea with Colin Ray going in game 2?
Oh, I like it. I honestly, obviously, he's not playing game 1, but I personally would have started him game 1.
I mean, I would have been okay with Colin Ray getting the nod in game 1 and then Boyd going in game 2. That wouldn't have bothered me one bit. Are you ready for these numbers?
I'm ready.
In 2025 alone, Ben Brown has a 1.64 ERA in 11 innings, only 2 runs allowed, 1 home run, 2 walks, and 9 strikeouts. 45 batters faced. For his career in 24 and 25, he has an ERA of 1 in 3 games, 18 innings, 10 hits, 2 total runs, 1 total home run, 4 walks, and 19 strikeouts.
I don't know. I don't like it.
When I told you he was insanely good against them, I was not kidding, was I?
No, I still don't like it. How's he doing in AAA?
I mean, that season's over.
Oh, it's over, but like, how was he doing?
Yeah.
Like,
so to be clear, this is the only team I would consider this.
Mm-hmm.
In the NLCS, don't even he goes away. Aaron Savali comes back, or somebody else. You know what I mean? to do this, you got to take Aaron Savali off the roster, I think, because you ain't taking Colin Ray off the roster. Yeah, I mean, so it would have to be
Absolutely
Aaron
not.
Savali, I think, at that point, or Kevin Alcantara,
But that dude's pretty hot too.
or
Give
Willie Castro could come off the roster too. I would prefer to keep Alcantara on the roster.
Yeah, I feel like Willie Castro and Kevin Alcantara are equally bad.
I would much rather have
But
Alcantara.
I feel like Willie Castro can fill more holes.
I think Alcantara is faster. That's his hole.
I don't know.
It's all about the speed.
But
Castro's fast too. Don't get me wrong.
but I just feel like
Makes the most sense.
defensively,
To
you
pull
know, you
Savali
have
off.
more.
To put Ben Brown on, I think pulling Savali off makes the most sense. I think most people,
Or send down JT.
anybody who hears this is going to think, "What the hell is your problem, David?" They're going to be on your side, I think, on this. But I'm telling you, this kid dominates that team, and he dominates them up there. The 2 runs he gave up was in Chicago this year. He dominated them last year in 24 up there, and he dominated them earlier this year up in Milwaukee.
Listen,
it was his best start.
The only way I'd be okay with this is if they, started him, right? And if he don't care. If one run gets scored on him,
I don't think
take him out.
Because
once one goes on him,
I'm saying him come in behind Boyd.
I'd rather him start.
I like him coming in behind Boyd.
But still,
between 1 and 2 innings. That's it. And then you bring in their entourage of great relief pitching that we've got.
But still, if he makes one mistake, get him out.
Absolutely.
Because when Brown makes one mistake, 10 more are coming our way.
It compounds, for sure. 100%. I wholeheartedly agree. But I think that this is a calculated risk. And I admit it's a risk.
Here's the thing. Talking about how I don't like Craig Counsell. Craig Counsell would probably keep him in if he...
I don't think so. I think Counsell would have to be talked into this as well. And I think Counsell would have an incredibly short leash on him. But I'm telling you, I think this is a brilliant move and a brilliant idea.
But I feel like Counsell's leash is never short. Never.
I'm telling you, I think it would be with Ben Brown. And it is with his starters right now.
Right.
I think it would be. But man, I'm telling you, I think this is a brilliant idea. I'm awfully proud of this.
I mean, I understand. I understand. I'm not totally against it. But mistake, he's gone. Okay, walks 2, gone. 2 hits allowed, gone.
I would be absolutely shocked if they did this. I don't think this is even on their radar, but I think it should be. I'm a genius.
Old Ben Brown. You are. That was actually a really good stat poll. Very good stat poll. But
for the season,
I don't like it.
I know you don't. you got to make sure Eli Fushi sees this.
Yeah. He hates Ben Brown.
I know he
probably
does.
even more than I do.
I know he does.
Actually,
I think your brother hates him more than you do.
Nobody hates Ben Brown more than I do.
I think your brother hates him more than you do too. For the season, the Brewers have a team ERA that is tied for second in the majors with the Padres at 3.54. At home, they were third with a 3.36 ERA. The biggest difference between the Brewers and Padres, besides velocity, is that the Brewers have a better starting staff, and their bullpen is not quite as good, although it's still pretty darn good. The Cubs have had their ups and downs with the pitching staff, but have been great over the year. Overall, they have a slightly worse road ERA versus the season at 3.83. For the season, it was 3.75. If Boyd and Tyone pitch the way they have recently, and Imanaga can battle the home run demons, the starting staff can lead us into good positions for the bullpen. It'll be interesting to see what happens with the extra day off as well, Sunday. The Brewers' offense is a top 3 offense this year, averaging 4.98 runs per game on the season. This was down a little at home as they averaged only 4.72 runs per game. Once again, they don't have anyone with an OPS over 800. I was surprised that Chourio was not over 800, by the way. But most of the team has an OPS in the mid to high 700s. They don't really have a weak spot in the lineup, unless you count shortstop, and I don't consider him weak because he hits us pretty well.
I'm surprised Bryce Terang doesn't have 8. And that
Yeah. I mean, it's like right under. I think Terang's was like
insane.
796. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But it's not a lineup to take lightly.
Gosh, I hate that guy.
On any given day, any one of those guys breaks out.
Bryce Terang hits anything.
Yep. Cubs also have a top 5 offense.
Bryce Terang is a Nico Horner.
Yeah, with more power. Agree.
Yeah, but I compared him to Nico Horner because Nico Horner's better.
I agree. So I've got some. I want the Cubs to be a little more aggressive with the running game, but here's some reason for concern for that, though, too. As a team, the Cubs play better at Wrigley, but they have a better offense on the road. Agree?
Mm-hmm.
So I want them to be a little more aggressive with the running game because I think that it's a very good running game. But William Contreras is no slouch in the department with a caught stealing percentage of 28% in the regular season. Freddie Fermin had a 25%, but he was very good against us in the wild card series. Although I think two of those, the guys were safe yesterday.
Yeah. It doesn't help when your pitcher's throwing over 100 miles an hour. So.
Agreed. The Cubs were 3 for 6 in steals against the Brewers this season, but 2 for 5 against William Contreras. The Brewers stole 8 bases against us in 11 tries. Definitely need to watch for this. Most of their steals came in wins for them, too, against us.
Yeah, the Brewers are a quick team. I feel like everybody on that team has wheels.
Yep.
Besides maybe William, but I feel like he's still pretty fast for a catcher.
For a catcher, William Contreras is pretty good, and he's pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
Jackson Chourio is probably the only guy that they have that's going to turn into a superstar, per se. But this is a really well-rounded team that I can't stand because they're so well-rounded and so good. And they play in our division, and they're the thorn in our side.
Yeah.
And they have replaced the St. Louis Cardinals as the arch rival. Cardinals are still rivals. Don't get me wrong. But this is our arch rival. This is a must-win series for both teams. I expect this to go 5 games. Do you?
I think 4. Cubs.
Cubs in 4? I think Cubs in 5. But I do think the Cubs win this. I think that
I feel like Game 5 in Brewers, if it goes to Game 5 at the Brewers Stadium, we're toast. For some reason, I
think we win it in 5 in Milwaukee. I think that we will end up winning 2 games in Milwaukee, and we'll split at Wrigley. That's what I think. In fact, I think we win Game 1 Game 3 and Game 5. That's
I
my
feel like we lose game
insanely way too accurate prediction.
one.
Or not
I
way
say
too
we
precise
win.
prediction.
We win game 1, lose game 2, win game 3, and win game 4.
I mean, I would take that. I
We
would
gotta
love
win
that.
both at
I would
Wrigley.
love that we clinch at Wrigley and go to the NLCS there that way.
Mm-hmm.
I would absolutely love that. And I really want to get tickets for Game 4, but man, they're insanely priced right now.
Oh, I'm sure.
Your brother and I didn't win the lottery.
Yeah, Peyton thought he did.
I know. He sent me that. I was
Peyton
like, that's
thought.
not what that is.
I want to go to another one. If they, I know I'm getting ahead of myself here,
You need
but
to
if they
sign
go
up for
to a
that,
World
too.
Series, I'm going.
The World
I do.
Series?
But if they go to a World Series, I'm going, and I'm staying in Chicago for the weekend, and I'm going to celebrate.
Celebrate.
I want to see how wild and rowdy Wrigley Field gets.
Wrigleyville is awesome with all that. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
for sure. For
Oh,
sure.
it was wild leaving
We'll have to try and figure something out.
after that win. Oh, yeah.
Our hitter of the series was Michael Busch. The dude was amazing. And our pitcher of the series was Jameson Taillon. And he could have gone a whole lot longer, I think. I think he could have gone 7 or 8 innings.
Oh, yeah.
He
Two
was
more innings.
absolutely dominant
Yeah.
yesterday. And it was awesome. He's been dominant since he's come back. And hopefully we see that continue to ride. The way I laid it out, he would probably start game 4 in that. So maybe you're right. Maybe we do win in 4 games. I like what you're
I hope
thinking.
so.
I like what you're thinking. And then hopefully,
I hope so.
knock on wood, we get into the NLCS and Cade is back. How awesome would that be?
That would be beautiful. That'd make me smile.
So I know that we have another series to go here, but if Shota struggles again and Cullen doesn't, don't we have to consider Shota not pitching in the NLCS then?
Absolutely.
I think, yeah. By the way, this is
I'm
my
about
new
tired
Matt
of
Shaw jersey.
Shota.
This is my new Matt Shaw
Oh, yeah,
jersey.
that's sweet. That's sweet.
I got it today.
I need to get more jerseys.
Take a look at those and send me some. Your brother sent me some that he wants me to get.
Alrighty.
Awesome. You got anything else,
Probably
man?
Justin Steele. No.
Don't forget to join our Facebook group.
We covered a lot.
We did. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Clark and Addison Born Into the Ivy. And don't forget to leave some comments. However you subscribe to your podcast, like and subscribe to us at Clark and Addison Born Into the Ivy. And don't miss out on any of our future episodes. Leave a 5-star review. And don't forget to watch the Cubs this weekend. 2:08 tomorrow, 1:08 Central.
Ready to kick some Brew Crew butt. Man, that's a mouthful. Brew Crew butt.
Let's go Cubbies.
Man, let's go Cubbies.